to the 5 o'clock segment of the Yellowstone Newsroom. I am Corey and this is my co-host Jayla.
Over 1.4 billion people around the world do not have access to electricity. Without access to electricity, the quality of life is impacted.
We will be turning to Neela, who is with Ms. Garvin. To you, Neela.
Thank you, Jayla and Corey. Hello, Ms. Garvin. Thank you for meeting me today. Can you tell me where you work and what is your job title?
I work at a company called Atkins, and I'm an environmental scientist.
What does the current U.S. infrastructure look like today for wind, oil, and natural gas?
Well, for wind, it's different here in Texas than it is out near California and the West Coast. They're more popular with wind because it's open, and their wind can get through to the windmills a lot faster. Here we have underground pipelines, and you probably have seen markers for those all over Houston, all over Texas. So that's what it is for oil and gas.
What would it look like to update it?
I think more windmills, that's going to be updating, but we have to make sure we have open spaces for that.
And what would be the economic benefit of updating the infrastructure?
I think that if we had more windmills and for the wind energy and more pipelines, that would give us more energy from oil and gas for the pipelines and wind from the windmills.
Thank you, Ms. Garvin. That was very insightful.
Now we will be focused on our attention on wind energy. Demaya is with Ms. Spring, who is an expert on clean wind energy.
Thank you, news anchors. Hello, Ms. Spring. Where do you work and what is your job title?
So I work at Clean Line Energy, and I am an analyst at the company.
What is clean energy and what does your company do?
So clean energy is energy that is created from other sources of energy other than oil and natural gas. So it's your wind energy or your solar energy. And it's considered clean because it doesn't create any harmful pollutants when the energy is created. And what my company does is primarily works with wind energy. And if you take a look here, what we do is we move the wind energy from the best wind energy from the middle of the country where it's the strongest and it blows the hardest. So that's where the ground is really flat and you almost get knocked over when the wind blows. And we take it from those really high resource areas and we move it to areas that don't necessarily have that great of wind naturally. And so the people on the coast who don't have good wind on land want the really good wind. And so we build transmission lines to connect the people with the wind to the people without the wind.
Wow, we have some very knowledgeable people, scientists and engineers on the show tonight.
Let's turn to our last interview. Neela is with Ms. Leslie Miller, who is an electrical engineer in Houston. To you, Neela.
Thank you, Corey and Jayla. Where do you work and what is your job title?
Well, I work at KBR, which stands for Kellogg Brown and Root, and that is an engineering and construction company, and I am a machinery engineer there.
And why isn't there enough electricity to go around?
Well, think about it like this. Imagine if you set up a house that could bake 10 cookies a day because there were 10 people that needed cookies. Then, all of a sudden, 20 people were around, but you still only could produce 10 cookies. Now only half the people could get cookies. It's the same way with electricity. We built the grid for a certain number of people, but now we have more people than the grid can sustain.
Do you think anything else is important about this subject?
I think what's important to know about this subject is that things like hydrocarbons that we usually use for electricity, like gasoline and natural gas, are going away. But wind, it's probably not going to go away anytime soon. So it's really important that we focus on renewable energies so that we can have sustained energy to support our growing population in the future.
Thank you, Neela and Ms. Miller. We hope to continue this discussion in the coming days.
Thank you for joining us tonight at the Yellowstone News Station.